Slid in. Guess who it is, baby? This guy runs a great room on Valencia and 16th at Delirium. Check it out, but check him out right now for free. Everybody, Warhol Kaufman.
My friend actually sold tickets online to the free show, and I'm torn ethically, but I need the money. Very exciting. I was just talking to John Gallagher about how I got heckled by a stripper's ass at a show, and now there's proof on Instagram. I like white people because white people know everything except how racist they are. I told that joke at a motorcycle bar and did not get my ass beat. I just bombed instead. I live in the same general vicinity as my brother, but I never see him. And I think it's because he's ashamed of me, or maybe because I always borrow money when we hang out. I did not realize this was a $20 credit card minimum. I have this vague memory of like my little cousin and I, when I was 7 maybe and she was 8, trying sex. But I don't want to like ask her about it. So I've just been asking my other cousins if they remember, and they don't. I'm pretty sure it happened. It was not all a dream. My lady went to a coffee shop and ordered an ice white mocha with no whip. Couldn't help but think that's how my ancestors would have wanted it on the plantation. They taught us in school about an enslaved African who mailed himself to freedom. Mailed himself to freedom. And I was like, oh, well, there must have been another guy on the plantation telling the story. Like, that nigga mailed himself to freedom. He mailed himself. He put himself in the crate. He nailed it up. He put the address on the outside. He put a stamp on it. He waited for the postman. He mailed himself to freedom. And if he was a better friend, he would have mailed me too. I was thinking about how George Washington Carver was obsessed with nuts. I think it might be because he was castrated as a child. They don't teach that part. He was gonna move into the big house with a white lady, and they just didn't want to take any chances. That's not my favorite historical story, though. My favorite Christmas story is the one where George Washington sneaks across the river to murder all the Germans. Make some noise if you come silently, just for your partner, so they know you're involved. They want to know you're engaged. You guys, I would kill to be an assassin. Across the street from my coffee shop, there's this church called St. Kevin's, and I looked it up, and St. Kevin is famous because this woman wanted to seduce him, and he drowned her. So they built a church for him. And guys, I think that the Virgin Mary was in on it because they have this statue in the courtyard and she just looks really smug and hella suspicious. I don't trust it. My friend recently just lent me money for utilities. I got lit with it. I'm the oldest one in my family without kids. And I'm proud, you know. Like, I tried really hard. I put it in the wrong places and everything. The thing I don't get about incest is I just have a brother. I saw this sign that said, I know it's a homophobic joke. Don't focus on the incest. It's not a woke joke. I was thinking about the Me Too movement. Like, I don't know, is it still going strong? Because I haven't heard a lot of stories recently, Hollywood stories breaking, like they maybe closed ranks or something. But like a couple months ago, journalists were knocking down actresses' doors like they were a Harvey Weinstein. I really hope that Bono never assaulted anyone. Hashtag you too. If you are being sexually harassed, bring mace because Puff Daddy will not help you. Thank you.
Yeah.